Curious about just how much yarn someone can buy at a sheep and wool festival? Well, stay tuned because today I'm going to show you my Rhinebeck haul for 2017. Hey everyone, it's Jen and welcome to my new YouTube channel, Yarn Purpose. Every week I will be sharing videos with you about the yarn I'm buying, the techniques I'm trying, patterns I'm into, the things I'm designing, etc. So I really hope that you will love coming here every week and checking out my new videos. But today I thought I'd start with a really fun one. I love watching haul videos, whether it's knitting or other things like planner supplies. I'm sure we'll get into that in a future video. But anyway, so today I wanted to share with you my haul from Rhinebeck, or the New York Sheep and Wool Festival for 2017. So if you're not familiar, this festival happens every year in Rhinebeck, New York. It's been going on for well over 30 years. And every year it gets a little bigger and a little bigger. And if you're a knitter, it's sort of like you always dream of going to Rhinebeck. I live in the Midwest, so last year was the first year that I actually finally made it out there, and it was amazing. So this year I rounded up my friends in the area and we flew out there, rented a house in Woodstock, New York, and spent a few days out there, and it was so much fun. So we started out, we got there on Wednesday. Thursday we drove out to Webb's, which is a yarn store if you don't know. And it was amazing. Again, living in the Midwest, we had never been to Webb's. We had heard how amazing it was. We've been ordering online from Webb's forever. So it was so super cool to go there. I don't have anything from there to show you. I bought some needles, and I also bought a ball of sock yarn, which I already turned into socks over Rhinebeck weekend. So maybe I'll share those socks with you in a future video, or you can see them on my Instagram. So then on Friday, we went to a couple of like pre-Rhinebeck events, so sort of events before the big Sheep and Wool Festival. And the first one we went to was called Needles Up. I think this was the first year that they had Needles Up, and it was located sort of right in the very close to the downtown area of Rhinebeck, New York. And they had just a few vendors there, but it was very well organized. You had to wait in line to get in. They were only letting so many people in at once, which was super great because even though it was crowded in there, it wasn't like overwhelmingly crowded. So I'm really glad that we took the time to drive there and check it out. So I just picked up a couple things while there. Like every place I went, I picked up a couple things. But anyway, so the first stop at Needles Up for me was Andre Sue Knits, and she dyes these amazing sock blanks. So she stamps on them and then paints them, I believe. And I'll link to everybody in the description box so you can go and check them out online. So I immediately saw this sock blank and had to have it. I just thought it was so beautiful with the butterfly. Just amazing. So that was the first one I bought. And then I was with my friends, and they're a bunch of enablers. So my friend Jenny had this one in her hand. I'm pretty sure she bought this one too. I'm not sure, but she handed me, she's like, look at this one. And I'm like, I need that one too. So this is the second one I bought. And so basically, if you're not familiar with the sock blanks, this one has 438 yards in it. And so you can take your end here and just knit right off of it. So you can actually knit directly off of the sock blank. I guess you could also wind it into a ball first if you wanted to, and then knit from it. But I don't know, it's like part of me wants to knit the sock, or knit the sock blank, and then part of me never ever wants to knit the sock blank. Like, I think it would be so cool to know that there was like the secret in your socks. Does that sound weird? But at the same time, it's so beautiful. I don't know. But yarn is meant to be knit, right? And not hoarded. Or in my case, hoarded. Okay, so that's what I got from Andre Sue Knits. And then I also got these from Sucra Minis. They're like little charm, like stitch markers. So I got the beer one. I mean, if you know me in real life, you know that I do like to drink beer. And then I also got this like little like hot chocolate, like kind of latte pumpkin spice one. It's got like a really cute like detail on the mug. It almost looks like a Jenny the Potter mug or something. And then the last one I got was, this one's also like a hot chocolate, but it's got like a little sheep on top of like the whipped cream. Okay, there we go. So yeah, super cute. So that's what I bought at Needles Up. So from there, we went to Indie Untangled, and it was also very organized, but there were a lot of people at Indie Untangled. So I did not get the full shopping experience because the crowd was a little overwhelming to me. So I did get a couple things that I had been wanting for a long time. I had seen at other events, or had seen it Indie Untangled when I went last year, but it was extremely crowded in there. So I sort of just picked up these couple things and then got out of there. So the first thing I bought was this skein of sock yarn from White Birch Fiber Arts, and the color is, which I love, Nothing Says Screw You Like a Rainbow. And if you've seen this knit up, it is self-striping yarn, so there's big chunks of the blue and then like a little stripe of the rainbow and then big chunks of blue and like that for the whole entire sock. And just the socks I've seen knit up in this for the last few years, it's just, they're so pretty. And I love just knitting plain socks. I don't have a lot of time to do that as a full-time knitwear designer, but sometimes it's nice to just like take a break and knit a plain pair of socks, or when I go to knit night or something. So this was something I had been wanting for a long time, so I'm glad I picked it up. And then the other thing I got was from Canon Hand Dyes, and if anything's the theme of this video is like, I kind of got a little bit enabled, like my friend, so I'm blaming everybody else for my purchases. It's not like they like, got my credit card out for me, you know what I mean? But my friend Melissa had picked up some of these Canon hand-dyed mini skeins. It is, I think, 24 mini skeins, and they're each 22 yards. So she got a tweedy one, but I just got sort of non-tweedy. It's like very fall. The fall rainbow is the colorway. And so I got these, and then I got a like coordinating skein to go with them. And this is her Bruce Yak Merino. It's superwash merino, yak, and nylon, and they both are the same yarn base. So I had seen these mini skeins at Stitches Midwest and wanted them. So it's not like, Melissa's like, you have to get them. Like, I had already been thinking that I wanted them. And then when she was getting them, then I was like, yeah, I need those too. So that's all I got from Indie Untangled. So hopefully next year it'll be like in a bigger location or a wider range of time or something, just so maybe it'll be a little less crowded, because there was other stuff I did want to see, but it was a little crowded, and we were there right when it opened, so maybe had we gone later it would have been a little bit better. So that was what we bought I bought on Friday, and then Saturday we went to Rhinebeck. So we got a lot of great stuff. I got a lot of great yarn, and yeah, so I guess let's dive right in. So Saturday I went to Gail's Fiber Art, and Gail actually had been in the Rhinebeck house that I had stayed in with my friends last year. It was the first time I had met her. I had bought her yarn in the past, and she just is so cool. She's so funny, and her yarn is also amazing, so I really wanted to pick some up. So this first one is a gradient set. It is, let me pull open, I have the receipt still in here, so I need to just get that out of there so I can read what it says. The yarn is Sweet Feet. It's 6 small skeins of 150 yards each, so 900 total. And the color is Autumn Sonnet. So I saw this one last year and wanted it, so I picked it up for myself this year. I think it's so beautiful. I think I can make like a really beautiful giant shawl out of this. I'm really excited about that. And then I got these two. This is not my normal choice. I don't normally gravitate towards these kinds of colors, but I don't know. There was something about this one, this kind of purpley with the yellow, and then I found this one that kind of went with it. So I don't know. I just picked them both up. This yarn is Shiny Happy, and it's 50% superwash merino and 50% silk. Let's see. This colorway is Forest, and this one is appropriately named Sunflower. So I think I'm going to put them together. Maybe not, but I think they look good together anyway. So that's what I bought from Gail's Fiber Art. And then I went to Into the World. I had shopped there last year, and sort of that's where a lot of my Rhinebeck money went last year. So I just had to pick up some more. I've done one pattern with their yarn, my Duvessa Cowlette, and I just really love this yarn. I love the way they dye the yarn. I love the names of the yarn. Just everything about it's great. So I picked up these three. The first one is this one here, and it's Scissors Lizard Spock. And yeah, it's their sock yarn, and it is so pretty. And yeah, Scissors Lizard Spock's like from Big Bang Theory, which I love. So yeah, and the colorway is beautiful. So I have that one, and then I bought 2 skeins of this one, and the colorway is Paper Straws, and it's kind of got purples and grays, just really pretty. So again, I'm definitely a shawl knitter, shawl designer, so I am sure I'm going to make a giant shawl out of this, most likely, and it will be a good choice because it is beautiful. So that is what I bought on Saturday. And then, so we left kind of early, not early, but like, I don't know, maybe around 2:30. It was open till 4, I think. I don't know. Anyway, we left around 2:30 and then went back. A lot of my friends that I was in the house with, they wanted to go home, go on Ravelry, you know, make some decisions about patterns, and then so we could go back on Sunday and buy yarn for those patterns. So, you know, because I'm a knitwear designer, I don't necessarily go to events like this and do that with like a pattern in mind off of Ravelry. I tend to buy my yarn like, ooh, I could design something cool with that. So, but it was fun just to kind of like feed off their energy, and they're looking at all these beautiful patterns on Ravelry. And so that was a lot of fun. So we went back on Sunday and they all had their lists, and then I basically just ended up buying yarn everywhere they went. So, you know, it happens. But our first stop was Jenny the Potter. Of course, she was sold out of her Rhinebeck mug. You know, you have to like run for it. I guess I hadn't done enough like Rhinebeck training or something to like run for the mug on Saturday. But anyway, I did pick up this little bowl here. Like I said, I don't have any Jenny the Potter stuff at all. So this was super cute. I'm going to keep it in my office here. Probably put like stitch markers or other various knitting things in it, or just look at it because it's pretty. Then we went to O-Wool. I have never bought O-Wool before. Some of my friends had bought it on Saturday, and then we all went back on Sunday and bought some, or some people bought more, I think. So I got 4 skeins here. They're all the O Wash Fingering, which is 100% machine washable, certified organic merino. It is 428 yards per skein, and I got these for, I think I would put them together. I don't know, there's something about this color combination was really speaking to me. So that is what I got from O-Wool. Some of my friends bought like sweater quantities from O-Wool, and I don't blame them because that yarn is so squishy and so nice. And the price was really good. I think that was about $16 a skein, so for that 430 yards, that's a really good price. Then we went to Neighborhood Fiber Co. I love their yarn. I've bought their yarn in the past, and this time I picked up some of the Capital Luxury Sport. It's 70% merino wool, 20% cashmere, 10 nylon. I am a sucker for wool cashmere nylon blends. It's probably my favorite. I tend to get a little itchy from just wool, so having that cashmere in there always helps. And this is Capital Luxury Sport. I think I already said that, but that's what it is. And it's 360 yards per 4 ounces. So I got 2 of those. The colorway here is Rosemont. So that's really pretty. Again, probably a shawl. Everything's pretty much a shawl around here, so get used to it. So that's what I got from Neighborhood Fiber Co. I did also buy, they have these Unity t-shirts that have a fist with a ball of yarn. So I bought one of those too. I don't have it in my office, but they also sold tote bags, but I bought the t-shirt. Then I said I was done shopping, but yet there is more over here. So my friend Melissa, again, enabler, we were walking around and she walked into Northlight Fibers, and I like touched the shawl that they had out, and it was like the softest shawl I had ever touched in my whole life. And I was like, must have that yarn. Don't care that I said I was done shopping. I was like a little like yarn buying robot. So anyway, all of us said we were done shopping, and all of us went into Northlight Fibers and bought yarn. This is what happens at New York Sheep and Wool Festival. So anyway, I just bought 2 skeins of the yarn that it was in that shawl, because it was, honestly, it was a little on the pricier side. This is 40% cashmere, 60% superfine merino, and it is 165 yards for 2 ounces. And the colorway on this is Pussy Willow. It's like this lovely gray. So I didn't buy a lot of this because for 165 yards, I don't know if the price is on here. I don't see it, but I think it was like $39 or something. So it was more expensive yarn than what I normally buy, but it's like, seriously, it's so soft. So I don't know, maybe a hat, a little cowl, so something, I'll make something amazing out of it, I'm sure. Like, oh, so squishy. Okay, this video should not just be like me squishing yarn all day. Okay, so, and then I did buy one more thing. Again, said I was done, wasn't done. So I went to Going Gnome. They sell these needle felting kits. You could also buy the finished needle felted pieces. But when you go to Rhinebeck, there's so many cool things beyond just yarn or beyond just project bags. It's really nice to like pick up other things to try. I have never done needle felting before, but we had seen these on Saturday, and then we went back on Sunday and I did get one. So this is a needle felting kit. I got Belschnickel. It says, just like Santa, except dirty and worse. I'll be honest, all I really know of Belschnickel is from watching The Office when Dwight dressed up as Belschnickel in the Christmas episode, like in season 9, I think. But anyway, so that is why I bought this, basically. And so it has everything you need except the foam surface to work on. And since I've never done this before, I just went ahead and bought their foam surface to work on. So I bought that. This it says right on the top that it's for a confident beginner. So I feel like, even though I've never done this, I'm just gonna give it a shot. It'll be like a fun thing to try. Beyond that, I did buy a project bag from 3 Bags Full, and I bought a bag from Matterroot. So I don't have those in here. So maybe I'll do another video kind of showing the bags and various other things I got. But anyway, that was what I bought at Rhinebeck, and it was just a super good time. It's just so fun to go where you're with your people that love the things that you love. I always come back like super inspired and ready to work, you know, especially for me as a knitwear designer. It's like, you know, I'm working at home in my office alone every day. I do have friends that I chat with online and stuff, but you know, it's just kind of nice to see everybody in person and get to like be around people who love the thing you love the most, which is of course yarn and knitting and crochet. So anyway, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed my little Rhinebeck haul, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because I'll be coming back with more videos every week. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.